Halcyon City, a bustling metropolis on the forefront of technological, economic, and social advancement, but it's far from perfect. Such greatness attracts great adversity, and the heroes of Halcyon City must protect it from time-traveling madmen, superpowered mercenaries, and evil masterminds. When those stalwart capes retire, who will take up the mantle? Well, the young bloods, of course. Teenagers struggling with their newly discovered powers, finding a date to prom, and battling insane supervillains at the Plaza Mall, all before curfew. And what's more fun than breaking curfew to beat on an anthropomorphic triceratops? Welcome to Heroes of Halcyon City, an actual play podcast of Masks, a New Generation. Welcome back to Heroes of Halcyon City, our actual play podcast of Masks, a New Generation, game about teenage superheroes discovering their powers and coming into their own. My name is Lauren Peterson. I'm your GM as usual, and with me as always is
Tom Nguyen,
Robert Segura,
David Schulke,
Katie Kawaguchi.
When we last left our intrepid teenage heroes, the Golden Glove and Kid Kati had teamed up to punch into Everbright's vault in order to secure the Eye of Grohm before the Necromancer could. The Necromancer, his army, quickly swarming Everbright's sanctum, overwhelming its defenses, which Theo accidentally shut down, absorbing far too much magical energy, which messes with his own powers.
It's cool, dude. I'm a knight now.
And Lancelot...
I got the helmet.
Lancelot and Nighthawk, nowhere to be seen, currently off camera. Everbright and the Golden Glove and Nazgrim are holding their own against the Necromancer and his cultists, but only just. We drop in now to see the cultists having regained a bit of their composure after Kid Kati messed with their minds and then went off to help them break into the vault. Nazgrim stands shoulder to shoulder with Golden Glove surrounded by zombies, Everbright behind them and the Necromancer and his cultists engaging. Nazgrim, as you're fighting, you see one of the cultists leap off of a nearby parapet, buttress, whatever, I don't know castle terminology, knife extended towards Everbright's back. And at the same time, you notice an opening in the defenses of the Necromancer. He's left himself exposed. What do you do?
Dang. I'm gonna save Everbright. It's the right thing to do.
What would our heroes do?
Roll to defend.
What would I have to do?
Roll to defend.
You've been living with me.
And I'm also, even though this is sort of a new session, I'm not going to reset the team pool.
Okay.
Because we're still mid-fight.
What is it, 2?
It should
It's still 2.
be... No, a 1. You
Well,
use
you use a
1
point.
point to help him for the price of 2.
I got a 6. What's it with? Superior?
Savior.
Savior.
I got a 7.
7.
Oh.
It costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. So how do you defend her?
I was gonna shoot a helioblast at the assassin guy.
Okay. Yep. Expose yourself to danger. You, in that heat of the moment, cut through a zombie with your laser sword and see the Necromancer, his back turned to you. As you go, you sniff the air, turn, and see the assassin diving through the air towards Everbright and blast him out. You and Everbright share a brief moment of acknowledgement before an assassin, or not an assassin, but a cultist sneaks up behind you with a knife drawn and goes to plunge it into your back. Roll to take a powerful blow.
I got her back, but who's got my back? Oh,
The cultist does. He's got...
Sure does.
With that nice dagger of
9.
yours.
9. Ooh.
He's got your back nice.
Well, it's not a 10. Oh wait, how many conditions do you
I
have
have no
marked?
conditions.
No conditions marked. Nazgrim's doing pretty good. Choose one.
He was.
7 or 9. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground. Your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I'll mark 2 conditions then.
Okay. He dives the dagger in through your armor, and you feel it like slip through the plates.
Oh, my lizard organs.
And it hits your lizard organs.
My squeedly smooch.
Your squeedly smooch. Such plentiful organs does Nazgrim have.
What conditions am I marking?
You get to choose.
Oh, I
what
choose them?
conditions. Yeah. How does Nazgrim react?
Angry that a stupid human hurt me.
It's good that that's your opinion. The fact that he's human, not the fact that he's a cultist, or the fact that you turned your back. You're angry that it's a human that hurt you.
Yeah.
Racist.
I'm a little insecure that human hurt me too.
Oh, that's good. Angry and insecure.
So, in other words, when Kid Kati breaks your heart, another human will have hurt you.
Okay. So that, you got totally stabbed in the back there. And so you totally get stabbed in the back by this human cultist. What do you do, Nazgrim?
I reel in pain, and then I try to kill him. I guess I don't kill him. That's wrong.
He's not really a threat.
Oh.
How do you respond?
I'm going to grab him with my gross lizard arm and rip him off and throw him at a wall.
You throw him, and he upside down goes boom into a wall and falls just flat.
Gross lizard. Why is it gross?
There's no honor in attacking someone from behind. Is there anyone else around me that I can fight? Aside from like zombies?
Says the guy who attacked the Necromancer from the back.
I was gonna say.
And at that point, the Necromancer says, "Who said anything about honor?" And he tries to zap you.
I'll try to zap him back with a helioblast. Can I try to do that, or is that?
Can I defend it?
Are you guys even
You're
here?
not there. You went into the vault.
No.
Oh, you were at the vault.
They punched down the... That's why I was like...
They punched down the door, so I guess I want to say, does Theo go into the vault with them?
The danger's out here. And no one's watching your back.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
Okay,
I guess.
roll to defend. Then roll to defend, Theo.
Yeah.
Plus savior.
I would defend you if I wasn't already in the vault.
Because, if she already walked in, then for us as a team, somebody needs to look after you. So, I guess 8, but my savior is 3.
Yeah, because you locked that shit.
And I am not insecure, so
You
we're
keep
good.
it safe and choose one. Add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Do I want to clear a condition? Yeah, I think afraid. I think at this point, like everybody's here. We're fighting as a team. I got new armor.
The green energy shoots out of his staff, and Nazgrim, his eyes wide for a moment. We totally get a panel of like his face with you can see the Necromancer in it, like in each eye, shooting his green blast. And Theo.
With a magical shield
with
old,
his,
like this old runic shield just rolls.
The shield hits and like the blue energy and it dissipates. Also, you picked up the shield and the sword. Are you using your
Sportsman?
No powers? Not nearly. You're not using that for that. Okay, because you could, in my opinion, if you wanted to pick up, because let's use the abilities of other playbooks. Magic weaponry totally would apply here. These were created by Everbright, animated by her. You could, I would say, you could either have a magic weaponry, a magic sword, or magic armor, the magic shield. Although that's totally weird because you're a space dude wandering, but your powers are already all over the place.
I'm not gonna worry.
The helmet's
about
just what that could also be magic armor.
I'm not gonna worry about that right now because
I'm space, but I also have magic armor. But we've also established those directly conflict with your powers.
Yeah.
They don't like it.
And not only that, but it requires me to use mundane, and right now I just want to be using savior, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay. So we see Theo standing there like his normal human boy body with the shield and the sword and the helmet, like. And so what's this persona called? Because we've seen the meteorite, we've seen the sportsman, and we established the joke from the beginning was every time you show up, you have a different costume.
Right now, it's I don't know. It's
Magical
to be determined.
Are you the warden?
Sure, why not? I can be the warden.
Oh goodness.
The warden. Okay, so
yes,
we
I
get
ward
that.
this magic attack.
And the two of you kind of begin to again go back into this battle.
And I've got your back, Nazgrim. The others are dealing with the Eye of Grohm for right now.
Good. Then we get the honor of battle.
We cut to Golden Glove and Kid Kati walking down this long dungeon-esque cobblestone, obviously constructed by magic, but it looks ancient. To your right is a small sitting room that appears... Okay, so weirdly, picture this as like the D&D version of IKEA. Like, you know, there's like little like tiny room, but each of them is like, okay, this is like some sort of like kitchen, but it's like for potions and shit, and over here is like a little sitting room with books. And then again, it was straight in front of you is that pedestal with this amulet with a giant eye floating in it. What do you do?
Like that eye right there?
They can't see, but yes.
It's the eye of, like, what horse?
Yeah.
The Eye of Horus, yeah. To describe the scene, it's a long hallway with maybe 5 or 6 rooms on each side. One, a large, comfortable chair, and a writing desk, and dozens upon dozens of books written in arcane script. On the other side, a cauldron bubbling and frothing over as like something like mash paddle continually stirs, and like some bottles come over like automatically as if by magic and kind of start pouring themselves in, and like there's just potion racks all over the place. One seems to contain cages with small creatures in them. At first glance, it's chipmunks and foxes and things like that, and as you look closer, they are fairies and sorts of sylvan creatures. One is simply 2 massive bones. They appear to be ribs of something immense, and between them is a swirling dark portal.
Ooh, go in there. It's a good idea. Come on.
Gazing upon it gives you a sense of dread. And then, at the very end, amongst all sorts of other weird rooms, is that pedestal upon which the Eye of Grohm floats. What do you do?
You're the leader in this situation.
So, and when you say that, I mean, you say that, Robert, but I imagine that's conveyed in a panel in which the 2 of you are standing side by side and we get shots of all this in the Eye of Grohm, and then Golden Glove simply just looks at Kid Kati as if to say, what do we do?
Well, I guess I'll grab it.
You just walk up and grab it?
Do I know it's it? Do I know that is it?
It couldn't be anything else.
Oh, it's the Eye of Storm, not the Eye of Grohm. It's the wrong
I'm going
eye.
to stop her from grabbing it, though.
So we get a scene as you walk forward,
Like a
totally
boost
Indiana
on it.
Jones, and she reaches forward to grab it, and then a glove rests on your forearm and pulls it back.
Best not to grab things we don't know.
Okay, then what do we do?
I don't know, but if it's something dangerous enough that the Necromancer wants it, and that Everbright had to lock it away, I don't think we should touch it with our bare hands.
Everbright also told you to get it to safety.
Yeah.
It's true.
She didn't give us any warnings.
The eye is closed right now,
Mhm.
but you can see that it is an eye. It is flesh, but there is an eye.
Really?
Yeah. But so before I described it as open, I'm retconning it's closed.
Okay.
Fleshy, gross eyeball floating in the air?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's in the middle of the amulet. Like, the amulet's made of metal. It's got, like, a chain around it. You want to assess the situation?
Yeah. See if there's something we can, like, put
Okay,
it in.
roll to assess the situation.
So now I imagine the eye from, like, Hocus Pocus in the book.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
Not good.
Not good at all.
Not good. I got a 4, but I have -2 to it, so 2.
In Golden Glove's mind, when he says, I don't think we should just touch it with our bare hands, he remembers that his gloves are somewhat magical. Golden Glove reaches out with his gloves and grabs the amulet, which is about, I'd say, the size of a small dinner plate.
Okay.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
And when he does, the eye blinks open, and we get this panel of like, him holding both sides of it, and the eye, and the pupil is like a swirling galaxy,
Okay, that's good.
and Golden Glove goes catatonic from the outside, just staring directly into it, but you see visions, and you see dozens upon dozens of, like, different instances of yourself, and you see, like, demons and angels and alternate worlds, and you come to seeing yourself standing in Salty Sam's in the middle of the ring, and for a brief moment you don't know where you are, but Golden Glove looks down and he sees himself wearing a silver leotard with black stripes and a heavy boot on the throat of Bullet Case Sam. You look at your hands, and they're wrapped in rope with claws on each finger, and the old man holds his hands to your boot and attempts to pull it off, and even with his immense strength, all you have to do is press just ever so slightly. His eyes begin to bulge, and he goes, "Please, kid, you don't want to do this." And a hand falls on your shoulder, and you look up to see Silver Tiger. He goes, "Do it. Free yourself from the legacy, kid. Be what you were meant to be. The belt is yours. What do you do?"
Shit. Is it like me as in the current Golden Glove or that Golden Glove?
What? Yeah. What is it? What do you do?
I would not want to, but I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, am I watching these events happen, or am I?
You are now in this body. So I guess what I'm saying is this is the current Arthur Rose in this exact situation.
Oh shit! So you said I have these like claws on my hands.
Actually,
I mean, he can try if you want the events to unfold a certain way. That can be the role. He can try to resist.
Yeah.
You know
Take
what I mean?
this. So this is the situation.
Would this
you
be like
see
superior?
that? Take a powerful blow.
Take a powerful blow.
To see yourself in this exact situation, take a powerful blow.
Okay. 3.
Oh, good.
That's really good. You weather it completely. You stand strong. Mark potential. How do you weather this blow?
My foot is on Salty Sam.
Bullet case Sam's neck.
Yeah, bullet case Sam's neck, and in a.
And you are wearing. So the idea here is you are wearing a Silver Tiger uniform.
Yeah, and in that I do like a pivot kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and from that I go right into Silver Tiger with the fist.
Boom. You
Like
resist the
but
blow.
like an uppercut
And
into him.
you uppercut him like out of the ring, and he lands amongst the free weights in a jumble. And he kind of looks up at you. Big mistake. And he, as the claws come out. Kid Kati, you see Golden Glove, his like shaking, as if he was having a seizure, but standing straight up, and him just staring straight into this massive, unblinking eye that's opened. What do you do?
I want to poke that.
Okay.
That's good.
Poke the eye. You know what? Roll to defend.
Okay.
Jesus.
That's great.
That was heavy metal.
That was fucking legit, to be honest.
Heavy metal.
I got an 8
You wanted
plus.
something for
What does it
Rose.
save you?
Yeah.
Heavy metal.
8 plus 1, so I got a 9 total.
9. So, it costs
Okay,
you.
good.
You run forward and you jam a finger into the eye. It costs you.
Psychic pencil.
Is this about to be a fucking, like,
And
Guardians of the Galaxy moment where we all have to hold hands and pull each other out?
you jam a finger into the eye and it blinks, and when it does, Arthur drops it, and the eye, as it's falling, swivels and looks directly into yours, and
God.
you're staring at your mother. Her hair floating in that red aura around her, as you feel her reach into your mind and begin to influence your emotions, and your anger levels rise. Your hatred rises. You never could stand how they always controlled you, whether or not it was your mother controlling your emotions or your father piecing your thoughts together in ways that made them seem like they were doing everything right. And you reach out, and you begin to grasp her aura with your own and twist it. Take a powerful blow.
Take a powerful blow.
Incoming 12.
I can't use the new move, can I?
What's your new move?
The one I took from him. What's it?
Never give up, never surrender. When you take a powerful blow from someone far greater power.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Wait, it wasn't far greater power for me too?
I guess we
didn't
didn't
ask.
It's her mother. Oh, yeah, that's right.
I guess we didn't realize it.
Also, who? Well, you
Because
also.
it's
I mean, you
but you
succeeded
also
anyway.
succeeded.
So it doesn't really matter.
But no, his options are different should he succeed. So that's probably my bad. I guess this isn't a sum one, it's a sum thing.
Oh, okay.
So I'll veto it. You just have to take a normal powerful blow.
Okay.
Sorry. Well, but she's fighting her mother. Or is she taking
But it's
But
the
it's the
eye.
eye doing
Okay.
it.
The eye is what's doing it.
You're taking a powerful blow from the situation. It's just Being overwhelmed.
Being overwhelmed by what you're seeing is essentially...
It's not really something you can
Because, like I said,
defend yourself against.
the eye, well, you guys don't necessarily know it, it shows you possibilities. It shows you alternate realities, dimensions, other things. It is essentially a lens. It's almost the Eye of Agamotto. Almost. Not quite as infinitely powerful,
Well,
but
I
almost.
just fucked up that timeline though.
I think it was showing you...
No matter what, it was a different
Potential
timeline. See, it was a time.
Well, I fucked it up. Good for him.
Don't think about it, Morty. You don't think
You
about it.
can't because there's an infinite amount of
Sorry.
timelines. So
But
whatever
also-
you said, it
Is
matters.
your name Barry? Does it end with Alan? Because if not, you can't fuck up the timeline.
Well, also,
Oh, I'm fine.
this Arthur in that timeline, not that Arthur in that
And even then, there's another Arthur who took it over another timeline with infinite galaxies.
You know
Sorry,
what?
nothing
You know
matters.
what? Dr. Science, get out of here.
I was being Dr. Nihilist.
DJ as Nihilism Man.
That was a super cool Justice League thing with Owlman.
Do it.
You discovered the unlimited realities. You found the only real choice was to make. That was so cool. Oh, that was so cool.
The only choice is to die.
Oh!
And
I always roll
Uberman.
high on that. I got a
That's right,
10. Just 10, and
Australian flag.
I have guilty. Does it matter?
Does it? Well, you add because you have a condition, so 11.
Oh, it's just 1.
Yep, choose one. You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or 2 options from 7 to 9.
Well, it sounds like it's gonna be lose control of your powers in a terrible way.
It is exactly that, and that's the one I was hoping you would pick. You stare back into your mother's eyes, and you let hatred and anger flow through you. And her hair continues to spike, and she shakes, and she says, "Daughter, get out of my head!" And you reach into her, and just internally, as if reaching out, grab her brain and twist. Her eyes roll back. Blood runs down her nose and out of her ears, and she crumples. And your father, a look of horror on his face, stares back at you. And you can feel him begin to reach into your mind before you create a blade of psychic energy and throw it straight into his gut. And Dr. Mind crumples to the floor.
Brain helmet falling.
Nazgrim and Golden Glove, you fight side by side.
What? You mean?
No, sorry, not Nazgrim and Golden Glove.
Yeah,
Nazgrim and
Warden?
Theo. Nazgrim and the Warden. My mistake. Nazgrim and the Warden fighting side by side as you see an overwhelming sense of dread just washes over you. You are filled with anger. You are filled with hatred. You are filled with pure pain. And you turn to see Kid Kati, hair floating, walk out of the vault with the Eye of Grohm around her neck.
Oh, okay, Jean Grey. Let me go stab you real quick. Cut this shit out.
Emotions wash over you. And I want Kid Kati, shift their labels and tell me how and why.
Shift their labels.
Shift their labels.
You're angry.
This isn't something they can resist.
Uh,
Tell them, I want you to tell them, or when you shift their labels and tell them the emotions they're feeling that's causing it.
So I'm going to shift Theo's meteorites labels. I'm going to shift his mundane up and his danger down.
Can't. You just inflict a condition.
So you, because they're already at that, you just inflict a condition. So what condition are you inflicting?
Insecure.
Okay. For Golden Glove?
Golden Glove. Arthur Rose. I'm going to shift his savior down. And
Now tell me why I feel insecure, though.
why you feel insecure? Because the point of moving your mundane up and your, what did I say, your
Danger.
superior? Did I say
That's superior,
You
right?
said danger.
danger? Oh, okay.
Well, the first time you said superior, the second time you said
Danger.
danger.
Sorry. This is crazy. I'm marking it because you aren't a threat to me, I guess. Making you more normal.
Just making
And making you feel insignificant and insecure. And
I'll
golden.
prove you wrong.
That's you probably should. Golden Glove. I'm gonna move your savior down for sure, and then, savior down and your mundane up.
Savior down and my mundane up.
Yeah,
You're not a hero. You're just a normal kid. I don't know.
yeah.
Pretty much.
That's what I'm getting at. Because I'm trying to figure out what you guys want to be, and what you are based on, and also how crazy ass Kid Kati would react to those.
Okay.
And Nazgrim.
You're just a freak. Freaking freak.
Superior down.
Oh, dang.
That kiss wasn't even good.
Oh, wet, slimy kiss.
Superior down and your freak up.
Oh, dang.
Ooh. Take him down a peg and make him know he's an outsider.
You're an outsider, but you're not all that. Also.
Okay. Okay.
They sent you to Earth because you're an outsider even amongst the outsiders.
So,
No!
so with that, we have this situation. Oh, and real quick, give me just a quick rundown. What do you make gold? You can't shift their labels, obviously, but what do you make the other Golden Glove feel like, and what do you make Everbright feel like?
The other Golden Glove feel, maybe worthless. That sounds good to me.
Okay. And Everbright?
Everbright.
Who you don't know anything about.
I don't know
really.
anything about. You're right. I kind of want to go DJ's like universal, just
Nihilism.
yeah. And she's insignificant. She means nothing to this.
Okay. So, in this instant, you feel these emotions wash over you as Kid Kati walks out wearing the Eye of Grohm, and Everbright sinks to her knees, staring straight into the sky.
What about
Necromancer?
Necromancer? He should have to feel something too.
Love.
Yeah,
Love is his weakness.
how do you try?
Necromancer might be ready for this.
He wasn't ready for that.
Are you sure?
He didn't know we were going to show up and grab the...
How do you affect the
and
Necromancer?
Katie was going to...
The Necromancer, I want to make him afraid.
Afraid. Okay. You should be afraid
Ooh.
of what I'm going to do to you.
I like that he's afraid because you make him feel like very positive emotions he hasn't felt in a long time.
Oh god.
And so you walk, Kid Kati walks out with his eye, and
Remember, he's insane.
Everbright sinks to the ground, weeping, and Golden Glove just no,
Adamantine claws straight to the gut.
just punching his way through zombies. No. The Necromancer grips his staff tightly and holds his heart. No. She won't make me feel those things again. And his eyes light up as he stares at you. But your eyes are closed and the Eye of Grohm is shifting rapidly around your neck. Theo and Nazgrim, the emotions having overcome you, your labels are shifted, but you see this scene. What do you do?
I'm gonna hit her.
You gonna hit her?
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna fucking take her out.
Yeah.
Think I'm insignificant? Fuck you.
Directly engage a threat.
I just want to make sure there's actually something.
But you also know that this thing is obviously controlling you, right?
Well, one of the options for directly engage a threat is take something from them.
Oh, okay. Well, you sound like you're gonna fuck me up.
Well,
So,
yeah. You
I
just
know.
mess with my emotions and you're using your powers
I
on me.
am under
Talking to a very
spell.
angsty. So? That's not super obvious. I don't know the thing
The
he
thing's
does.
like, and my hair's like.
Okay,
but
time out. When Superman gets, like, controlled and he starts destroying the world, what do the rest of them have to do?
Superman, what the fuck?
I think the idea
Gently ask him to back down or take his ass out with kryptonite and figure the shit out later.
So there's different emotions behind it.
I think the idea is Theo is
Like
emotionally
smelling salt.
compromised,
Yeah.
and his gut reaction is to attack Kid Kati with the idea of getting the amulet off of her. But if she gets, I don't think he cares if she gets hurt in the process.
Yeah.
What are you trying to make me feel again?
Nazgrim, you gonna
Yeah.
step in and try and defend
I
her?
want to see.
So you're not a hero. You're just an
Is
ordinary
Nazgrim
person.
gonna try and defend her?
Basically don't amount to anything.
Hang on. The amulet I stole from the Necromancer, is it foul? Like, can I smell the evil energy from it? Or is it just
It's
regular?
magic.
But it
It's
doesn't
not
smell like
evil, it's
Okay.
just magic.
I'm gonna put it on and try to defend her.
Okay. Roll to defend then.
From him?
Yeah, he's rolling to defend you
From
against Theo.
Oh shit.
I kind of want DJ to win.
You what?
I kind of want DJ to win.
Uh-oh.
7.
What's superior? Which key just shifted down? Right? Is it
Savior.
It
Savior.
wasn't
Savior?
me.
Oh, it's not very good. So I got 8.
8. Okay. On a 7 or 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. Wait, no. Expose yourself to... No. It's not expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. On a 7 or 9, expose yourself to cost, retribution, or judgment. Tom, you're going to need to roll to engage the
Yeah,
threat.
I know he's
still.
gonna cast judgment on me.
I'm just checking to see. Okay, I don't have influence. Okay, cool.
Oh,
I got a 3. I got a -2. I got a 1.
Okay. Because you jumped into defender before you even made the roll, so you're still going to do it. And Tom,
Yeah, because that's at that point the act is.
so Theo charges, or Warden charges Kid Kati, his sword, magical sword ready, and Nazgrim, seeing it, puts the amulet on, dives in front of them, and Theo plunges the sword straight ahead to where the Eye of Grohm would have been. Instead, it connects with Nazgrim's amulet. The resulting magical backlash is a sending the three of you flying. So, taking a powerful blow, you failed that roll, so mark potential.
Oh, and now I have to take a powerful blow.
Well,
Right. I failed the attack.
it would directly engage a threat.
So that's the first thing.
It doesn't. You don't take a powerful blow. It opens me up to make a.
Right. So,
I'm not making.
oh,
you
okay.
take a
Well,
powerful blow.
you ended up saying, and I failed that roll.
What's happening is
Yep.
you failed to directly engage.
Okay.
Nazgrim opened himself up on the defense roll. It costs you. Expose yourself to cost, retribution, or judgment. I'm gonna let Tom, Theo decide on this one. Judgment or cost.
I think at this point, just mostly cost. I can't.
Okay. The amulet is
Yeah,
destroyed.
I was gonna say I don't think
You
judgment.
did!
The amulet is destroyed. And you're all sent flying. And we see Theo and Nazgrim kind of picking themselves up, smoking from the magical energy. Your sword and shield lie nearby. Nazgrim looks at the amulet around his neck. The crystal inside it is cracked, and Kid Kati is kind of like... And she opens her eyes to see the Necromancer standing above her, and he snatches the Eye of Grohm off of her neck, breaking the chain. You could not handle its power, any of you. I suppose I have someone to thank. You fools fought too hard amongst each other. This was too easy. And he begins to float in the air. The two adults still reeling from their emotions. He says, "Thank you." Okay.
Where am I?
Golden Glove. You kind of at this point come stumbling out of the vault.
I see him, and I'm gonna jump directly at him to try to punch him.
Okay, directly engage a threat.
The old jump and punch, huh?
The old jump and punch. The old jump and punch.
Oh, there we go.
9 and 8.
Well, yeah.
Because my danger's down. Because I wouldn't be trying to pull my punches with this.
Okay.
I don't know. I would,
An 8.
because the only way I could see it would be I don't want to break the amulet.
No, I think you're going all
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So,
No, I mean, and even then, in terms of abilities, I feel like pulling your punches as savior is pure. It's like that very much that
Yeah. it would have to be
I'm
safe.
not trying to hurt you.
So you leap through the air as he's floating away, and what do? You get to choose one. resist or avoid their blows.
Side A, side B.
Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies.
Neutral.
Impress, surprise, or
Take
frighten.
something from them.
You want to take the eye, don't you?
Take the eye.
You fool!
Right.
Well, I don't know if it would make sense for my character to actually grab the eye.
You should punch him, probably.
Yeah. So what were the
you
options?
You can resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. You can do one of those.
I am going to frighten the opposition because I would like to say I've had that bullet with me this entire time, so I want to have it like in the glove so I can punch him with it.
Oh, yeah!
The Ori.
Wait, how come?
Yeah, that magical bullet. So I'm gonna punch him as hard as I can with the bullet. You know how like when you like it's bad to say, like, you know, when you put like keys in between your like hands and you like go like that, something like
I do that when I walk to my car.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of girls do that when they're walking to their car.
Okay.
But
So you punch him with the bullet, and he takes a blow,
this should be
but you frighten him.
yeah. This bullet should be like crazy though.
He's also... So he's going to take a blow, and you're going to take a blow. So roll take a powerful blow. So you dive at him, and he zaps you with the staff as your fist connects with his face.
And that bullet too. Jesus.
What is that? 10 plus what?
Get knocked the
10
fuck out.
plus 2
Sit
because
down,
of the.
kid.
So 12.
Oh, no.
All right. You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or 2 options from the list 7 and 9.
You know what? I'll say lose control of my powers in a terrible way.
Oh.
Nobody wants to just pass out.
Yeah.
Wants docile. So choices.
Okay. So you lose control of your powers in a terrible way. You dive through the air to punch him, and he zaps you in the gut, and you
Maybe all
both
that magic.
fall to the ground. And you have been just zapped. So you're holding yourself, and he's holding himself. He's got the eye in one hand, and you can see the look of fear in his face as you ready your glove again. And he pants, leans heavily on his staff. All the other remaining cultists kind of look around, and he goes, "Golden Glove, you and your progenitor will not stop me this time. I have the eye." And we get a scene where our Golden Glove kind of looks at him with determination and says some sort of witty quip, like, "No, not this time." And you leap through the air, and as you do, he shoves his staff down. I'm marking one of his conditions, which results in him fleeing, and he goes, disappears, and Golden Glove's fist strikes the center of the courtyard.
Yay, we're all gonna
Yeah.
get out
There's
of
a
the
brief
falling
moment
building.
before
Yay, I broke
the
it.
ground splits, and everything begins to crumble as Everbright's sanctum in 2 falls.
Oh, no.
The whole thing begins to shake. Bridges start collapsing, and everything begins coming down.
I'm still conscious, right?
Everyone's conscious.
Well,
So
well,
did
Katie,
that
is she?
bullet have like any effect on
Yeah,
him?
am I conscious?
You're conscious now that the eye's off of you. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
The bullet
Okay,
hurt
'cause
like a motherfucker.
I saved it just for this moment specifically.
But you lost control of your powers in a great and terrible way. In combination with his ability to flee, and you broke the sanctum.
Yay.
The whole thing begins to shake and shudder, and you can see parts of it falling off and crackling, and one tower just goes and crashes into a nearby skyscraper and just starts falling, taking out window after window, floor after floor, sending glass and zombies
I hope they
scattering
evacuated.
to the streets below. What do you do?
I have no idea what I can do.
We need to get out of here. This place is falling to the ground.
Do I know
There's
you
nowhere
have...
to go for me.
I know, that's why I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna fly in the air.
Where's Lancelot?
He's been a dope somewhere. No.
I'm sure they finally see all this going on, and
Yeah, I'm going to say, sure, because at this point, Lancelot is safe. He did what he was doing.
Someone stuck to the plan.
Nighthawk swoops in, and he lands with his cape out. Children are fools! We had every opportunity, and you squandered it. You did nothing but get in the way. Now we need to escape.
To which I just sternly look at him and go, "That's funny, because I stayed alive and you never struck. And
You
that
ruined
was the plan."
He looks taken aback. You all ruined every opportunity. We need to get as many... We need to salvage this. He has the eye.
Well, what are we going to do if you're going to take all these... Blame everyone
And
and not give any kind of plans on your own?
He kind of stops for a moment, and he looks at the crumbling thing around him, and he says...
no, before he even says anything, no, if you think I keep getting in the way, I'll gladly step out and do it and find another way without you. And I'm going to try to leap out. Which I don't know if that will make me have to do an unleash my powers moment.
I want to try to ask you, like,
Yeah, you have to unleash your powers to overcome the obstacle anyway. You just have a minus
monitor
one.
that.
Well, a minus
Do it
3,
with-
because I'm currently
Oh,
hopeless
maybe,
or
With
insecure.
your
One of
knowledge,
those,
'cause you've already analyzed it.
hopeless, which affects my abilities.
yeah.
9,
Minus 3?
6.
You still succeed.
No,
No,
I
you
don't.
don't.
I need...
Anyone want to use team to aid Theo as he...
What are you
Is
doing?
he cops an attitude?
Well,
I was to aid you in cop and an attitude
I
right
do.
now? Is that what you're asking?
I help.
well,
You're gonna help
how
him
you
cop an
given
attitude?
the
So-
narrative like of us leaving together and maybe help, I don't know.
I see him start to fall, and I jump off with him.
What? You're gonna leave your mentor behind too?
He's awake. He's conscious.
He's kind of emotionally compromised still.
Fuck.
So I will say that, yeah. He's emotionally compromised still. You can help Theo or you can help him.
You're helping him cop an attitude. I don't
I'm
understand.
guilty. I see him. His powers falter while he's falling.
All right, so you leap off to grab him, spending a team to add to him.
Well, now we
getting
have
him up
0.
to getting him up to a 7.
It's temporary and unstable.
Temporary and
Let
unstable.
go.
He's falling, and like we see him. Oh shit! And Golden Glove tackles him through a window, and you land in like an evacuated apartment, and kind of look at each other, realizing he just saved you from getting hurt real bad. That magic's still fucking you up in your veins, and the two of you manage to continue down and escape.
In the elevator.
What do the two of you do?
Katie, we need to get these two out of their funk, or whatever you'd call this. Whatever you did to them. I gestured to Everbright, and the other Golden Glove are still...
Would it be comfort support, or would it be defend? For if I was to use my emotional powers on the two of them again.
It would be extending your powers, unleashing your powers. To
Unleashing?
bring them out of what the eye forced you to do to
overcome an
them.
obstacle?
Yeah.
Thing? Okay.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
She's attempting to reverse what she did
And she has to
when
use
she
what?
was
Should unleash her powers.
unleash your powers.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
attempting to reverse what she did when she was bolstered
I
by
think-
the eye.
I think that's
good.
that qualifies.
And even if it doesn't,
Plus
custom move
3.
to unleash your powers using the following.
I think it's
abilities.
appropriate.
Yeah, like
It's fun.
Oh, Katie!
Kitty, dude. Yo, what's up?
Kid
Oh, by
Kitty.
the way, snake eyes. Snake eyes. Because what did I say last session about Kid Katie? You just go around, not do what people want you to do, and you just fuck them up and leave them to die. Just kidding.
Kid Katie reaches out and finds herself blocked by her own like her own psychic energies that are still lingering in their head. You wince in pain and reel back as the two of as
Potential?
Golden
potential.
Glove still continues going no, and he's just beating like dead like already destroyed zombies into the ground. And Everbright simply just stares up into the infinite abyss of space. The ground cracks and shudders. Nighthawk looks at you with just sheer terror on his face as one half of the whole thing, the whole sanctum, begins to careen over the side.
What?
And Golden Glove loses his balance and slips and falls and like rolls on this now leaning 45-degree angle like thing and lands on one of the towers that is now hanging out 50 stories above the streets below. What do you do, Nazgrim?
I had to save one or the other? Oh my god. I hate Nighthawk.
No, I didn't say you would save one or the other. I mean, Nighthawk is just standing there kind of stunned. Golden Glove is in a very precarious position.
To save.
He's like the worst version of Batman.
Yes.
I know, I
He
feel
can
like
fly, right? Why
I'm
doesn't
doing a
he?
really shitty job.
Well, no, because the thing is,
Oh.
okay, to be fair, to your credit, if you make him like Batman, he's gonna auto-solve this for us.
Yeah.
So, the fact that he's more...
Definitely trying to put power in
Plus,
your
he's
hands.
not
Take
Batman.
someone.
So he's just another hero
And the best
who,
thing I can do is the
I guess, is normal.
little bubble.
Also, like, part of being a teenager is realizing that adults have faults. And that's a big part
exactly.
of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that
Adults in this are supposed to be very short-sighted.
Okay.
And I think I've done a good job of portraying them as very short-sighted.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, don't worry about it.
Katie, save Golden Glove. I'll get Nighthawk.
Well, it's in, but
I mean, Everbright.
No, everybody's not in danger right now.
Yeah.
she is.
She's totally out of it.
Everyone is in danger.
She's like
Honestly, like, in terms of stuff, like the scene,
Nighthawk's the only one who can
out of
decide
the
himself.
adults,
To
Nighthawk
describe
is
it,
literally the
Nighthawk is
least
standing
one.
there like kind of in a panic as the building just split in half and the right half fell into another
building.
skyscraper. Golden Glove rolled down and he is now like lying on top of a tower, like going to fall off soon. And the other half is still remaining straight up.
Oh, so he's just standing in shock and all that's
Nighthawk
happening.
is standing in shock, and as we've said before, Everbright is
Okay, I'll get
kneeling
Everbright then.
in pure night.
Sorry, I'll get Everbright, you get Golden Glove. Protect him from whatever this is. I can't carry all of you. Can you fly?
Nope. I'm gonna run towards Gold Glove.
Make a psychic slide.
So you run and like you run to the
Slow
edge.
weapon.
Kid Katie runs to the edge and looks down, and like you are looking at like a
How tall
split
are we?
and have like steel girders and buildings. Huh?
How tall are we? We're 40?
Skyscrapers.
You're like
40
50
stories.
stories.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not to mention, he can actually help them too, right?
No,
Our
it's
Golden
you,
Glove?
Yeah,
right?
Arthur. But like in general, if he were there, because when he saved me in the building, why the hell would we just take the elevator and get out? Because I know
Yeah,
in
that's
me,
true.
I lost my powers, and I would tell him like, "This armor is weighing me down. You need to go back and."
You know,
save
we don't know
them."
that's happening. As
But-
far as
but
I'm concerned,
real
you're
quick,
also in the situation.
If you want to cut to that, do you
Yeah.
have that conversation?
Yeah, because
Have that conversation.
Because like while they're running around figuring shit out, like as opposed to us leaving, because that doesn't make any sense. Like I tell them, okay, like Arthur, thank you for saving me, but this armor is holding me back. I can't get them out of there. You need to go back and help them.
Damn it, Theo, you're right. And then I just jumped back through the window. We crashed through, like, try to go back up that way. Because
Okay.
you were falling down, and we crashed in at an angle, so I can jump back up.
Well,
that
he's not
way.
there to help you guys out now.
Yeah, we're not there to
It
help
sets him
you
up for
now.
later if he.
Well, I feel like there's enough bodies, though. We have enough
Yeah.
fire. Well, Nighthawk, but there's still Lancelot. Where is he?
we don't know yet.
Well, I imagine
Ish.
I would just run to save Golden Glove and kind of just bubble. for
Okay.
him.
So
Pillows.
you roll.
Pillow
So
fight.
you're gonna
A pillow's a
run
weapon.
to go defend Golden Glove. So roll to defend Golden Glove.
A pillow
And describe how you do it, because like he has like the building split kind of in half, and there's like girders and steel cables and concrete and like magic kind of still holding it together, and he's like literally precariously about to fall off and fall 50 stories.
First she puts in her Heelys so she can go down real fast.
So describe
She
this.
calls life alert because
As
he's
a
fallen. He
comic
can't get back up.
Every senior
Is,
citizen should
would fall,
have
right?
life alert.
Yeah,
And it's on another building?
it's like leaning on another building as it crashed into it.
It's like
Would it be possible?
this.
And he's down here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or he's...
He's still on the main building, about to fall off.
onto this building.
No.
No, like
onto in
it's
between
like
the
that.
gap in between.
Yeah.
it's like that or something.
Oh,
or like
so-
this.
Yeah, so he's gonna fall off into the infinite.
We're using cups to
Oh, like
portray the
here?
buildings, people, in case you can't see, which you can't see.
Okay, ignore the straws. The straws don't exist.
Straws don't exist.
Like you said, this thing's being kept by magic and stuff like that.
there you go.
It's gonna fall.
if the
Oh,
point
okay,
is-
so if I like run towards him and like jump off, is there...
Grab him and jump off.
And I
There's
want to
potential-
land on...
Is that how you're doing it? So
Yeah.
Kid Katie, I like to imagine she runs and like jumps and slides down and lands on that tower, runs forward, grabs him, and attempts to jump onto the next building. And that's your defense roll. So roll to defend him.
And that's plus
Be the
savior.
savior I know you can be.
Yes. 9 plus 1.
Oh,
It's 10.
thank the Lord. I've been rolling so bad.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Occasional snake eyes.
All right.
So I choose 1 as well.
Mhm. Add a team to the pool. Take influence over someone you protect. Clear a condition.
Yeah, we have 0 team.
Yeah, I'll add a team to the pool.
Okay. You slide down, grab the golden glove, and like with your, he's huge compared to you because I mean you're like a teenage girl.
I
He's
imagine
a
I just
full
tackle
grown,
him and
like
then I put a psychic.
you tackle him, put the bubble around you, you through the window of another building, kind of roll and land, like much like Theo did, and you add a team to the pool because people were inspired by your just full on diving overboard. Nazgrim, what do you do?
I'm gonna run to Doofus over there, pick her up, and fly away.
Right.
She's just sitting there, kind of babbling, staring at the sky.
Somehow you were, and I pick her up and try to fly.
Nazgrim, the ground begins to crumble beneath Everbright as you run towards her. So roll to defend her.
Okay.
Oh, there's a
6.
Oh, what a 7.
What is it? Savior?
Yeah.
It's like a 7.
7. It costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
Are you insecure in any way?
I sure am. Shit.
But then you have a 5.
Failure.
Oh, Everbright's dead. Bye!
You run
She's a
and
minor character.
you begin running, flying towards her as the ground beneath her crumbles and
She's a
she
mage. She'll be fine.
falls. And Nazgrim like lands, attempting to grab her hand, but she slips just through it. And you want to expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
I think escalating's pretty exciting.
And Nazgrim just and blasts a hole with his sun powers like down, so he flies through and catches her. But when he does so, like the building just begins completely falling apart, scattering, going everywhere.
I used to be the record holder for highest collateral damage back at the bank.
And
Now you dropped an entire skyscraper. I got
I
step
think,
my game up.
at this point,
You broke a bank. I broke a castle. You
at
broke
this
a
point,
skyscraper.
Golden Glove, who is looking
Oh
out the
my
window,
God.
trying to decide what, like, as he's about to like leap back up to help them, sees the whole building begin to fall apart, and he looks up and then looks
Yo.
down and sees the Aegis agents fighting the zombies in the streets.
He sees what Batman sees when Superman's fighting Zod.
Oh, no.
Your sunbeams are going everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
like, the sunbeams cut through the building.
I didn't see that movie.
The sunbeams cut through the building, and he dives down to grab Everbright. But when he does, Golden Glove stands there in the broken window of the nearby apartments and sees all the rubble falling and looks down below to see the Aegis agents who have set up barricades firing back at the zombies. And they look up and see the building begin to fall on top of them.
Oh my god.
What do you do, Golden Glove?
I'm going to... Do you think I'll be able to get down there fast enough before the...
Run, Arthur.
Have
Because I was...
Arthur has legendary speed.
Yeah, so I'm gonna... Because what I want to do is get down there and then unleash my powers to kind of like punch the air to... No, punch the air to like create like a wind tunnel to push them. Because I imagine we're in a city, so...
Well, that again is still defending them.
Yeah.
If you're pushing them out of the way, yeah, it's defending them. So you leap and like run down the building because you do have legendary speed.
So cool.
Land and then
Arthur, run.
roll to defend them.
Okay.
It's amazing though. It makes this whole thing harder.
Seven,
Nine.
8, 9.
There we go.
Wait.
There we go.
Yeah, because I
Are
won
you-
9.
Do you have anything that
You're
No.
defends insecure?
What?
a 7 because you're insecure.
Oh my god, I still did
You
it.
still
though.
do it.
You ready your fist and
God.
we get like a panel of you moving forward, and we see like the wind stream around your fist as you and create that wind tunnel.
Sonic boom!
And the men just firing at the zombies get knocked out of the way. Like 12 Aegis agents just go flying and roll as a steel beam goes right where they were.
You're
No,
fine.
actually, no. He's totally right. It lands where he is. Take a powerful blow.
Yeah, because he exposes himself.
You expose yourself to danger. You land, run forward, and throw the punch, and it knocks them out of the way. And we see the girder just go.
Now, would that be never give up, never surrender for that? I have a skyscraper falling on me.
It's not a foe.
Never give up, never surrender is when you take a powerful blow from someone with far greater power than you. That's again someone.
Skyscraper is actually sentient skyscraper.
Yes, this is the greatest villain of all time. Metropolis.
Everybody just enchanted it, so it's sentient.
Fucking five.
Oh my god!
Double sixes,
Oh,
everybody.
all right.
You get knocked out or what?
Take a powerful blow. He rolled double sixes.
Pass out.
You must remove yourself from the situation. Flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or 2 options from the 7 to 9 list. What do you want?
You're done. You're done.
No, Mr. Stark, I'm not done. I can keep going. Okay, I'm done. I'm like, that is literally what is about to happen.
I can keep going.
No.
Unleash my powers in a bad way.
Don't do
No,
that.
I can't do that again.
You can.
I can, but I don't think it would apply in this situation. So what were
I can
the?
make it apply.
Oh God.
You're gonna
Oh,
fuck with Nova.
What were the other options? Okay.
Pass out. Leave.
You remove yourself from the situation. Flee or pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. 2 options from the 7 to 9 list, which is lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on them. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I don't know if any of the
The only thing
some of the 7, 9
the only
don't apply.
thing I could think would be like struggle past it and mark afraid and angry.
Okay.
That would be the only.
you pick 2 from that list though, so
It's
Yeah.
that plus something else.
And then you have to lash out verbally.
but there's nobody. That's what I'm saying. But there's nobody around.
You lash out underneath the
Well,
beam.
we can have someone show up because it's a teammate.
Lancelot finally shows up. Well, fuck you, Lancelot.
It's got to be one of these 3.
It'll be
Fuck
me
you.
because I was in the same building and I was on my way down anyway.
No,
So,
I'm
Could be
gonna.
that. Well, remember,
Decided.
he saw Nazgrim cut the building in half with
yeah.
his helio beams.
Yep.
I am going to.
Do you have influence over Nazgrim?
I do.
You
I do.
You're right, you do.
From when we were discussing stuff in. my
So,
home.
which conditions do you mark?
No, I'm not going to do that one.
Oh,
I'm going to remove myself.
okay. How does that look?
Etc. doesn't mean die.
They just pass out.
No, I know.
How do you just pass up?
We're building.
Well, how do you
So,
just pass out from
we
a
see-
steel
we
beam
see you
hitting you in the
land.
head?
Yeah, it's not me fleeing. It's me getting
No, he just gets knocked out.
like just me like being
So,
buried,
We
and
see
crushed by rubble.
we see Golden Glove land, and he sort of stumbles, runs forward, and he throws that punch so hard that it creates a wind stream that knocks the Aegis agents out of the way. And we see from the view of an Aegis agent who is crumpled against some rubble, look up and see Golden Glove standing there,
Smile.
smile, and the next panel is just a big iron support girder is just where he was. And then
Hey man, you're not a superhero until some shit like rubble falls
until
on you.
rubble
I mean,
falls
really?
down, you're not really a
Think about
superhero.
it.
And then
It's like
Made
an
it.
initiation.
I've made it.
we
I'm a
see
superhero now.
we see the 3 of you, Nazgrim, Kid Katie, and Theo, standing around this immense steel beam that was once where the Golden Glove stood.
I'm gonna be trying to dig him out.
Yeah,
Like I'm not gonna stand
trying to
around.
help out. And,
Like
yeah.
the fuck? Yeah. Like, dude,
The
Arthur!
fuck?
Yeah, the fuck me. Like, what do you mean I'm standing around?
Nazgrim attempts to lift it, and I imagine that the Golden Glove, the Bronze Era, he walks over and puts his hands beneath it, flips it over, and it... And
He's still strong.
crushed beneath it is a bruised and bloody Arthur Rose.
I'm gonna do the thing. You pick him up in your lap. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Just standing here, because the zombies are probably still around.
Oh.
Think we gotta
The
get him
Aegis
out of
agents
here.
are kind of pushing
Yeah.
it back. There's a and Nighthawk lands.
To say if I can use my runic tower shield to like as a fucking
To put him on?
to put him on
a stretcher.
as a stretcher. Nazgûl, grab the other end.
I'd say Nighthawk lands and he looks around at everybody and just looks at the devastation around you, with a building basically having been split in half.
I did save people.
Rubble everywhere. And he just kind of looks back and gazes over, his gaze pausing on each one of you before the Necromancer's still out there and he has the Eye of Grohm.
That's nice. I have a teammate down in need of healing. If you're gonna chase him, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Golden Glove brought this upon himself.
He saved those agents.
The agents kind of, they're over there and they kind of look back and look at each other. And Nighthawk just says, "They are men, a dime a dozen, and we're all dead if we don't stop him." And he...
I want to cut his wings.
And he flies away.
Oh, he doesn't fly with his wings, huh?
He grapple guns away.
Well, let's see. We still have Bronze Era Golden Glove with us.
Yeah, and Everbright's here.
Everbright is now... Yeah, what's Everbright's status? She's still weird as shit?
I think now at this point they are snapping out of it.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna be like, your magic, do something for him. Either get him out of here, heal him, use your fucking powers to do something. You've been so just nothing for us.
Roll to provoke.
Yeah. My
8 plus...
superior is 1.
9.
So 9. Okay, and none of my conditions affect that. So on a 9, choose 1. If they do it, add team to the pool. If they don't... Oh, no. That's for PCs. For NPCs, on a 9... Alright, okay. So they can instead choose 1.
Everbright picks herself up and says, "I will do what I can, but I'm weak. I don't have much left in me."
Okay.
She looks at Theo and holds out her hand.
No.
No, this
like,
is...
yeah. Like,
She
I kind of like I guess hesitantly reach out and like
she takes Theo's hand and she pulls all of that magic you absorbed out of you.
Yeah, and so I was like, "This is gonna hurt. This is gonna feel weird."
And
I'm gonna feel weird.
She sort of extends her energy and bathes Golden Glove in light.
In this case, being Arthur Rose, not the other guy whose name.
And
I haven't heard Bronze Era's name either.
Ben Thompson.
Ben Thompson.
Wait.
So she bathes Arthur Rose in a healing light, and his bruises begin to fade, his bones mend, his cuts heal, and she slumps against the rubble. That took everything I had. But he should be fine now. You have to stop him. The Eye of Grohm is too powerful for him to hold. I had it locked up for a reason. Nighthawk's head is in the right place. Or his motives are. Follow him and you'll find the Necromancer. Do whatever you must. I need to sleep. And she sort of passes out there. But Theo, she absorbs the excess magical energy.
Sweet.
I think her erring in that is her passing out, no longer being an asset,
Yeah.
giving you the critical opportunity of getting your powers back and not raising the Golden Glove, but
Raising the dead.
But healing him, getting him back to consciousness.
getting him back to consciousness. The Golden Glove is still is conscious again.
I arise.
Can I
from
use
slumber.
well,
I like that we get a panel of her slumping back against the rocks, and then Theo, like, his hand reaching out and pulling the Golden Glove out, and the Aegis agents all around shooting zombies as we see a scene, or a large panel, you all in the middle, and you look up over the city skyline, and a green beam of light into the sky, and a swirling black and red vortex of clouds forms.
I'm gonna say that's where he is.
Alright, so, end of the session. Theo, did you grow closer to the team, grow more into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I think I grew closer. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, let me read
doing
this
what I
to
want you to be.
myself. Like, growing to an own image of myself. I don't think so, and like, I don't think me saying what I said earlier was growing away from the team. It was more of like this is what we should be doing.
Yeah.
But then when we all came together and fought, like we still fought together.
Yeah.
Like I was still super glad we were here. I just thought, time is of the essence, and this was a bigger threat, and we maybe made a mistake, like agreeing with Nighthawk. But obviously now I see like he's not exactly the right team leader for me. And then I still think we're like Arthur still made me feel welcome. He was trying, and even when he left, he was like, "Well, friends are important too, dude." Like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so you give influence to Arthur, and you can clear a condition or mark potential.
Already have influence.
Fuck that.
You give influence into again, which means he gets to
Shift your labels.
shift your labels.
No, I had to erase my influence on you at this session to influence you to.
Mm-hmm.
Or no. Does he still have influence over you? Because you're giving it to him again.
Oh, yes. Yeah, okay.
So you get to shift his labels, Rob, or Golden Glove gets to shift his labels. Try to think of it in the context of him becoming closer to the team because of you and what you said to him today.
The thing that I would say would be his savior up, but can't do that.
So you can't shift Savior.
Another way I would think of it would be I'd be shifting his superior up. Because, like, now he knows who he is, and he knows, like, what's important. I'm trying to tell him, like...
You're trying to make him better.
Yeah.
Than just the riffraff.
Yeah. And I guess, I'm sorry to say, but I'd move your mundane down.
That's fine.
It's the only other way.
You can also move freak down. But I think mundane is good, too. Not exactly. I haven't exactly been very normal as of
There's
late.
not a lot of chance for that either.
Yeah, with all the zombies,
Yeah,
a building may have fallen
So what are
on
you
someone.
taking?
I don't know yet.
You finish your final potential
Because
for
of
this
someone's
route,
helo
yeah?
beams.
Dang.
I fucked up a lot today.
He did fuck up a lot today.
I don't know. I don't have...
This podcast contains adult language.
I think the best thing for me to do is take drives from the Beacon's playbook. Because I don't really care. Like, nothing we've done forces me to want to take a Janus move, contextually. I've looked. Oh, no, I can take... okay, no. I can take the playbook, or a move from another playbook, and I'll get Bull and Giant Shop.
Yeah. I like Bull and China Shop.
There you go.
Bull and China Shop's great. So Bull and China Shop is a move from the Bulls playlist, or playbook, and what it does is the In a China Shop move. When you directly engage a threat, you can cause significant collateral damage to your environment to choose an additional option, even on a miss.
Let's wreck things, guys!
You guys gonna wreck it.
Yeah, Theo and his gravity control. I'd like to imagine that now, like when you zoom past
I was gonna
things,
say,
like trails of stuff start following you.
I mean, should I, that's also a lot of collateral damage. Like, I don't know if my powers are quite that strong yet. Like, because the other reason why I picked beacons, or the drives, is like, there are some pretty good ones that are like, oh, this, gives him...
But I think the idea with In a China Shop is that is an example of, it's not that your power's not that strong, they just became that strong.
Okay.
Yeah, if you pick In a China Shop, like,
True.
that is them becoming stronger, or even the sense that you moving more towards the Nova, which you kind of established you want to do, you're moving towards that idea that you are becoming more powerful than you can control.
Yeah.
Your gravity manipulation is getting a little out of hand.
Yeah, because I can then change my mask's label and...
Golden Glove.
all the stuff later.
Did you grow closer to the team? Did you grow more into your own image of yourself? Or did you grow away from the team?
Not away from the team. I'm a little torn between growing closer to the team and growing into my own image.
Well, did anyone make you feel particularly welcome?
You know what? I'm going to say I grew into my own image, especially with that whole Eye of Grohm thing.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I like that. So how do you see yourself now and why? And then you shift one label up and another down.
I see myself now as I am the legacy, and I will uphold it to how, not necessarily how the previous generation was, but to the original ideals. What Salty Sam...
You're getting back to the core of the legacy. Got it. Okay, so how's that shifting your labels?
That's going to bring my savior up.
Okay.
And it's going to bring my mundane down.
Okay, I'm good with that. Nazgrim,
I think I grew closer to the team.
who made you feel more welcome and why?
Also, I would like to clear guilty because...
You don't get to clear for growing into your own image of
That's
yourself.
all.
No. For saving Tom.
For saving Tom, yes.
Theo.
For saving Theo.
For saving
Yes.
Theo.
Yes, you did do that at the end of the scene. You made amends in your own way.
And I also
And you
got
get
a
to
building
clear,
drop on me, so... You know.
Kid Katie gets to clear that one that we talked about.
Oh, I already did it.
I was gonna say I grew closer to Katie when we fought together.
You grew closer to Katie when you fought together, fought alongside one another. Oh, that moment.
Oh no, that's right. Tom saved me though. That was pretty cool too.
Oh no, it's
Tom's
my
something?
crush or Tom. It's gotta be
Wait,
my
you mean
crush.
Theo?
Theo saved me. Maybe I'll
Why
give it
did
to
you save
Theo
him?
when the Necromancer counterattacked. He blasted me, and Theo came with the shield.
Because you
deflected it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You ditched
This is when you were-
Lizard
this is when
Boy
you were
to
going
go
insane.
with Arthur and like punch the vault open, and I was like, well,
I didn't ditch him.
Maybe I'll give it to Theo
Well,
then, because Theo doesn't have
in
influence over
terms
me yet.
of-
You ditched
Okay.
us. Save him.
Give it to Theo because Theo hasn't had influence over you yet,
Yeah.
and I think that's cool. And especially because with your warrior bond, like the idea that he kind of
Yeah.
had your back. So Theo now has
in
influence
battle,
over
I'm always
Nazgrim.
by your side.
So you get to clear a condition or mark potential. What you gonna do?
I'll mark a bit of potential there.
It's always more fun. Did you mark any this session?
Yeah, I leveled up in the very beginning.
So you still have 2 abilities to pick. You use 2 moves.
I've only taken two moves. I've only taken 2 things here.
Yeah, and so you've got two advances to take still, don't you? Didn't you have one?
I took them
available?
already. I took
Okay.
I've taken 2 moves in my playbook.
So what advance are you going to take?
I took it last or earlier this.
Oh, what was it?
I took
I feel like I missed it.
it was the best of them when you come.
Yeah,
with
that's
someone
right. No,
else.
we talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Kid Katie. Grow closer to the
How many
team.
advancements do you have now total? 3 or 4? 2.
Oh, I've only marked 1 potential. I have 2 advancements. Yeah.
I was gonna say close to their team, but I'm not really.
You were the leader. That was awesome.
So I was gonna say own image of myself.
Yeah, because we didn't admit. Yeah, I don't think anybody particularly made you welcome.
Yeah.
But the image of
I
Lady
saved
stepping
you.
up, I
Maybe
guess.
Katie is the leader.
We made her feel welcome by going to save her too, though. We're
Yeah.
going to go find her.
Yeah, but I do like. I really do like the
Yeah,
yelling
but
image
then
of
you
yourself.
yelled at me.
Explain how you see yourself now and why.
How I see myself now?
Yeah.
Because remember, she was struggling with her identity of like being a hero
That's true.
and
That's
like
true.
actually,
Yeah.
you know,
And then she
saving
stepped the
people and
fuck up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
I had a building drop on me.
And then she went crazy and made everyone go really sad.
Yeah, real sad.
fucking Jean Grey over here.
Yeah.
I see.
So what was the question?
How do you see yourself now? And shift your labels.
I see
And why? Then shift 1 label up, 1 label down.
I see myself as more of a hero. And I shift 1 label up and 1 down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I would have to move my savior up.
Look at this dumb.
Savior up and my danger? Yeah, I'll do my danger down.
Okay.
Hey nerds, it's your favorite superhero of all time, Kid Katie. Don't worry, I won't tell the others. Besides, they already know. Well, anyways, back to the podcast. We'll be releasing new episodes every other Tuesday for you fine folks. We also have a Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram account to keep you all updated on the show. Be sure to use our hashtag NOARpodcast on Twitter for your chance to have your name as a character on our show. How awesome is that? I know, you're welcome. If you really loved us though, as I know you do, you'd pledge on our Patreon to help us improve and grow. We've got sweet rewards and it all ends up being better content for you. Well, TTFN, bye dolls.